jab cross, jab cross, jab cross, hook up, jab, jab, jab cross, hook, jab cross, jab cross, jab cross, hook up. So Michael's here is going to help us demonstrate. I've been promising for a long time that I have somebody else in here, so it's not just me talking to you, but it's all of us learning together. I'm going to talk about three self-defense techniques to stop a punch attack or to defend against a punch attack, especially for self-defense. So the first one is going to be a parry, or pushing the punch out of the way. If he throws his left hand to my face, knock me out, I'm going to use my right hand to push it off the center line. So he comes in, I just push it off the center line. When you do this, it's important not to push it down, but push it to the side. You're using your hips, your shoulders. He punches to the nose, and I push it to the side. So that's the first technique. If he throws it off of that right hand on the back, my left hand intercepts and pushes it away. These are for straight punches. So this is the first way to defend against a punch attack. And I asked Michael to help me demonstrate a little bit. So let's say we were practicing. This is how you would practice at home, get a little bit better. You can do this shadow fighting. You can do this on a bag, or if you have a partner, that's even better. So as I throw my left hand, my jab to his chin, he's going to parry it with the right. And his goal, again, is not to drop it so much. Let me turn this way so they can see a little bit better. Good. Jab, jab, jab cross, parry, parry. Good. Yes. Jab, jab cross, jab cross, jab cross, parry. So you'd work it in that way. You'd work it with a partner. And he's not always going to get it. You're not always going to get it the right way. I don't get it every single time. But that's not the point. You're not trying to master this technique. You're just trying to get comfortable with the punch coming at your face and pushing it with a parry out of the way. Sometimes you can do that successfully against most people. It becomes your second nature if you practice this a lot, just blocking side to side with that parry. Now the second thing that I want you to do is put that helmet on so that you can intercept or cover up against an attack. So you're going to put the hands up and you're going to guard. So your second way is blocking. This is especially for like a swinging attack, a hook punch, or maybe a stronger opponent. You can turn into using that elbow. You can even use your elbow to smash his fist. So if he were to throw the punch to my nose, I can turn this way, he throws it in, I cover up, he throws it in. And when your hand hits your head in this way, when you defend against the attack, the self-defense attack here, you're going to be absorbing a lot more of that pressure against your head when you put your helmet on. I was looking for my words there. So when you work with your partner, I'm going to move you here just a little bit closer. As he jabs here, jab, and then I'm going to throw my right hand. He's going to cover up with his left and kind of turn into it a little bit. So jab, and then I throw this hand, cross, I throw this hand, and then just practice, jab, cross, and then throw a hand, throw it slowly. You can throw these hooking punches, let them cover up, cover, jab, jab, cross, cover, cross, hook, cover. And you want to throw them in a way, not hard, you're not trying to hit him or knock him out, but get him used to having the hands come in. It's really important not to always be just on offense, but also learn how to have some defense. Because this fantasy of knocking somebody out with one punch, that doesn't normally happen. Normally the fight's going to last a little bit longer and you're going to have to be able to absorb some attacks. This is why I like boxing so much for self-defense. You learn how to take the punch and move with it. When you cover, especially, it's not cover in a rigid way, it's cover and move. Then you can have both hands up, you're in this position. Now the third thing that I want you to see is moving out of the way. There's many ways to move out of the way. There's stepping out of the way. You can duck a little bit, although I don't suggest ducking too much if they're throwing knees or punch or kicks. You walk into a kick. But you can duck and twist. We call this a slip. And so the slip is done by bending the knees and turning the hips. The punch is coming here, and boxers literally only have to move out of the way about 6 inches, the width of a fist, as you bend and turn, and that punch goes by. So if you watch his punch here to my nose, if he's throwing the right hand, I'm going to slip down into the left. If he's throwing the left hand, I'm going to slip down into the right. So it's super simple. You just practice slipping right, back up, slipping left. You can do them both together. You can go left first, then right. And then with your partner, I would have him throw a punch, and then I throw my right, he slips left. Throw a punch, right, and then he's got that natural, bring it over here so they can see that a little bit better, this natural punch where he can break my ribs. You can break his ribs for self-defense. So he throws that punch, I throw this counter, and then he's right there. That liver shot, put somebody on the ground, he can bring it up to the chin, and then follow with an uppercut. You know, jab, slip, hook the body, hook the head, uppercut, jab, slip, hook, hook, hook. That's a fight into, that's a knockout punch. If he throws it the other way, this is one of my more favorites. I'm gonna bring it in this way a little bit so you can see it. Let's say he throws a jab cross, and now he's gonna slip down into his right, and then he can again hit with those hooks, hit the hook with the top, but even better, as he goes down, cross, and then he's back, he can follow it with a cross punch. So a straight punch, as my fist goes out and he slips down and to the right, he follows that with that straight punch, bring it back in, and then, yeah, it just comes right behind. I can't see it. He brings that hand straight in, and it kind of rides, straight punch, rides right to the chin. So jab, cross, slip, cross. Jab, we're gonna cross this way. Jab, cross, slip, bam, cross. That cross, as my hand comes back in, I don't see it until it's right here and knocks me out. Jab, cross, slip, cross, hook. I'll finish him off with an uppercut. Those are just 3 basic ways. So the first thing is parry, just practice pushing. The hand has to be firm. Don't push it down, push it to the side. Second one, covering, cover and turn, cover and turn. You can have both hands up at the same time, especially for those swinging punches. Just learn how to move with it though. Moving, and then the third one, getting your body out of the way. In this case, we're doing a slip to the right and a slip to the left. You can practice over and over, get your hands up in this fighting position for self-defense, turn one way, turn the other way, throw some punches. 1, 2, especially if you like to work out at the gym on the bag, throw your punch, 1, 2. Always move before and after you throw your punches. You guys have been awesome. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and I will say thank you to Mr. Brew.